Hi, I'm Anthony Cody, and I'm the owner of Maine Construction Solutions.
Tell me where you're from and your family and your kids and all that good stuff.
I'm from Bangor, Maine. I have 2 kids. My oldest is 10, my youngest is 6. We live in Bangor. Most of our work and everything we do is in Bangor. I have a wife. She's a massage therapist locally.
I don't think you'd be where you are without a partner.
Absolutely not, no. I'd have a lot. I don't even know if I'd have anything. I would like to say I'd have a lot more things, but they wouldn't be making me money. You know, she definitely keeps me humble and reminds me that, you know, some purchases are foolish and some are not. And then the first 4 years of my company, she supported. You know, she was the breadwinner. It was her income that was paying the bills. My company was just building itself up, you know. So to have that and someone willing to do that, you know, when there was days where she's covered payroll with her income, you know, she's working her butt off to pay for my employees, you know. So yeah, definitely needed her support sometimes.
You both are, so you both are business people.
We are both business people, yes.
And I've read that you're a man of faith. Tell me about that.
I am, yeah. So I attend church at Old Town Christian Fellowship in Old Town, Maine.
How do you think that affects your whole life?
It drastically affects my whole life. Everything that I do to make sure that I represent Jesus Christ in a good way. So people know that I'm a man of faith. People know that I attend church. People know that I'm involved in my church, my kids, my family, and I want it to be real. So when I do business, I make sure that I am just up front, that I do what I say I'm going to do, and in the end product is what you're expecting, because I feel I'm held accountable to what I represent.
How did you get into construction?
It's a funny story. I was a dishwasher and I was working at 2 different restaurants, and I was cleaning a bathroom, and a local contractor came in and said, "Would you like to make overtime for all the hours that you work?" I had no idea what he was talking about. So I asked around and learned that overtime was 1.5 times the pay that I was making, and I said, "I'll try it."
How old were you?
I was I was 18. 17, 18.
And you learned, oh, overtime.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, so, you know, I was at that age where I had to figure out what I wanted to do, and I thought I was just gonna be a cook or something. And I asked around, they said, try it out, and 15 years, I stayed with that company for 15 years.
Did they put you on an excavator right away, or what happened?
Oddly enough, they did, yeah. So even back then, it was a shortage of workers. So it was like, do you have an interest in this? Yeah, all right, go put in a driveway. And it was terrible, but
so you're 18 and you're out digging your first driveway.
Yeah, you're doing it and trying it, and you're messing up. And I had a very patient boss that just saw a future in me, and he just invested a lot of money in my mistakes. But I was willing to come in on the weekends and fix those mistakes for free, you know. And he liked that, so it was like it was better than college as far as I'm concerned. You could learn in the field and from somebody with experience with his equipment, and he's getting paid for me to do it from the homeowner, and it worked out well.
So how did that translate into, I'm going to start my own business?
I had an opportunity with a local water district. They had their inspector move up in their organization, so they didn't have an inspector anymore, so they were subbing it out. So they reached out to me and asked me if I'd be interested in inspecting projects for them. So that's when Maine Construction Solutions started, because I had a contract with them. I bid it and I got the contract, and it was lucrative, and I was able. It was all the money went to payroll, which was me. So there was no overhead. So I was able to make a lot of money in a year really quick, and then I invested all that money into Maine Construction Solutions, and I was able to buy an excavator and a dump truck and things of that nature. And then it just kept expanding from that. Once you get the dump truck and the excavator, you need more work for that. You can't just sit around, and then it led to getting employees to help with those, and then I would take on bigger projects that needed more employees, and eventually, here we are.
There's a lot of us, though, that are not willing to take the jump from working for someone else to working for ourselves and being in charge of everything. How did you?
It's even harder when your wife is self-employed. So my insurance was through the companies that I was working for, and we have kids, and so that's where my faith comes in. You know, I just felt as though I was called to do it, and it was scary, but I never questioned it. I knew it was the right choice.
How did you grow after? So you purchased a couple of pieces.
I grew
first.
because my wife allowed me to grow. And by saying that is I hadn't pulled a paycheck for 4 years. Everything I had and I made, I put back into the company. I put it either into payroll or I put it into equipment, and that's how I grew. And I was able to grow fairly quick because of my wife's income and her willing to work and her willing to just back it.
So what's the range of projects you guys can handle?
Honestly, it sounds weird, but we've done just about anything. So we have subs for things too. So we can do foundations, anything from the foundation to the roof. We have foundation, concrete subs, the best in the area. We've done foundation repairs. We have masons. We have the ability to dig things. We have man lifts. We can get on top of roofs, and we've done infrastructure projects. So we've done a big project in Old Town where we've done light projects. That's a major project. It took all summer, but we were able to be part of that too. We're part of a $40 million bridge rebuild on Broadway in Bangor. So we've done kitchens, bathrooms, anything from small sheds we've done to restaurants to helping with bridge rebuilds. So
You'll take on a small shed project in addition?
Probably won't anymore because we've invested so much into building that I don't know if I can't lose money. So if I'm taking away from another project to go do that shed, but yeah, in the wintertime, if we don't have much going on, I enjoy doing those small things. I do those things for the church all the time. Yeah.
Tell me about the Old Town project. That is,
okay, so
who is that for?
That's Fraser Signal Technologies.
Okay, so you partnered with them?
We did, yep. So Fraser Signal Technologies is the general contractor on that project. The project consists of rebuilding the sidewalks, the curbing, and the light infrastructure in downtown Old Town. So that's what Fraser Signal Technology does, is they do lights and electrical work. So they needed someone to come in to partner with to dig all that out. So Maine Construction Solutions went in and we dug all the underground trench work for them to lay the pipe in. We dug up all the sidewalks for the paver to come in and pave on top of. We dug out all the granite curbing so that the curbing guys could come in and put the new granite in. And we did all the earthwork aspect of that project.
Where does this stretch from where to where exactly?
It's in the two intersections in Old Town. So the two light intersections on Main Street and Center Street and Main Street and Water Street.
So what does it look like if I'm in my car and I'm driving down? What does it look like now?
Right now it looks like a wintry mess because we got stopped because of the winter. So
it's not done yet?
It's not done yet.
Okay, so what is it going to look like?
It's going to look like new sidewalks. All the electric lines that are above ground that are hanging out that you can see right now will be gone. It's just going to be poles and lights.
So how are you doing now, would you say?
Doing today, we're doing great, honestly. Our marriage is super strong. Our kids are very happy. My company is at a point where we have to decide, what do we want to do? Do we kind of want to stay where we're at? Do we want to get bigger? There's pros and cons to all of it. Financially, we're doing well. I'm getting a paycheck. That's always good. The company is still growing in positive ways, and we're just doing projects that we didn't know we were going to do before. They're great projects, like the bridge project and the downtown Old Town project.
But how do you spend your free time? Do you have any free time?
Oh, I don't have any free time because I have kids in church and my kids are homeschooled. So when I'm not working, we're either playing hockey or we're attending I do a lot of security at the youth group. We do Sunday service. We do growth groups at our house. So we don't have a lot of free time, if you would. But we do enjoy taking time to go to the beach. We enjoy the scenery in Maine, mostly the coast we like. My kids love the waves that they call waves. We've traveled, just got back from the Dominican.
So how do you figure out that balance? Free time?
I'm still trying to learn that. So I put most of my free time into my children. So it's what they want to do, because I went into business for myself so that I could have free time. And I didn't realize the business would take up all of that free time. So I do, this year especially, I'm trying to prioritize family while my kids are young, and just see what do they want to do. Do they want to play soccer? Do they want to play hockey? Do they want to go swimming? Do they want to take up surfing? I mean, I'm willing to do whatever they want to do to give them that life that they deserve at that age.
Nice.